but in several cities. Violence, looting, and destruction.
For that crowd of people who hate, seeing all these black and brown and white people out in the street protesting for racial justice, that is, for them, an opportunity. And you see bulletin after bulletin from DHS and the FBI warning local law enforcement that there are these forces out there who are looking at this as a potential opportunity.
People who espouse white supremacy really look for moments in time.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to say, Call HALAL, YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, Ba'ashim Rakakadash. That belongs to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who taught us this truth and rule well. And Shalom to the hopeful elect, Yahawah Ba'ashim Yahawashi, Barakatam. It's the brother Kazar Ariyah from the Medaval 12 West Coast, coming back at it again with another lesson. All right, and what you just saw here is basically the brewing, chaos that's about to take place here in Babylon. All right, which Babylon is what we call the United States. All right, because it's the daughter of Babylon. It's a lot of wickedness that takes place here. It's the great city that the scriptures talk of. All right. So basically, there's going to be a lot of chaos that takes place in America, following, several events that take place. One of them being the economic collapse, so on and so forth. Another one, another factor is the elections, because you have all these race riots, all these riots, and not just that, but just chaos, looting, all that stuff that takes place, that's taking place throughout America. You got these Edomites, these gun-toting Edomites, they're getting fed up with that, and all this is brewed up by the elites now, all right, because they trying to implement their new world order, all right, trying to implement that new world order, trying to get everybody chipped, for their new world order. But you got to understand as well, it's going to be a lot of depopulation that has to take place, for these elites to achieve their new world order. Okay? But Yahweh Shem Shai is not going to let that happen. All right? That's just what they got planned up. So they're creating a place, creating a thing where it's going to be a lot of people that's going to die. FEMA camps, you name it. You know what I'm saying? So what you saw here is basically dealing with the oncoming civil war that's going to happen in America, all right, the second civil war, because nothing is new under the sun, all right? When Donald Trump first got elected, you have millions of people talking about, he's not my president, this and that. It's the separation. It's the divisions here in America. Like the scripture says, a house divided unto itself shall not stand. Ain't nothing new under the sun. All right, so we're going to go to the scripture, the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 1 and 9. And it reads, the thing that had been is that which shall be, and that which is done, it is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun. All right? That deals with a whole lot of things. History repeating itself, and also deals with reincarnation, which that's another topic. All right? But just to show more of the division that's taking place in America, I'm going to pull up this little clip with Donald Trump telling these white supremacist groups, especially this particular one known as the Proud Boys, to stand by and stand down. Stand back and stand by. All right. And when he's referring to the Proud Boys, he's really telling all of his followers, all right? He's really telling all of his followers to stand back and stand by. He's giving them orders, all right, because to his followers, that's their president, okay? That's their president. I don't know about Joe Biden, but, one of them other dudes up there that stands up, that's probably going to be the president for the people who oppose Donald Trump and them, you know. And the thing about this truth is, all right, us brothers in this truth, we're not to get caught up with all these politics, because at the end of the day, everybody in that White House is nothing but puppets, man. All right.
You have repeatedly criticized the vice president for not specifically calling out Antifa and other left-wing extremist groups. But are you willing tonight to condemn white supremacists and militia groups and to say that they need to stand down and not add to the violence in a number of these cities, as we saw in Kenosha and as we've seen in Portland?
Sure,
are you
I'm willing
prepared
to do
specifically
that, but
do it? Well, go ahead, sir.
I would say almost everything I see is from the left wing, not from the right wing.
So what are you saying?
I'm willing to do anything. I want to see peace.
Then do it, sir.
Say it. Do it. Say it.
You want to call him? What do you want to call him? Give me a name. Give me a
White
name.
supremacists and
Who would
right
you like me to condemn?
White supremacists and right
Proud
militia.
Boys, stand back and stand by. But I'll tell you what. Somebody's got to do something about Antifa and the left, because this is not a right-wing problem. This is a left-wing. This is a left-wing.
You see, and I had to play that a little bit longer, all right, because as you can see, man, like, yo, that's the division that's taking place here in Babylon, all right, and it's all gonna brew up, and guess what? It's biblical prophecy, all right, but us in this knowledge, man, we're not gonna get wrapped up in this bullshit, all right, because it's really what it is, all right, it's propaganda on both sides, all right, one side is pointing the finger at the other, you know, both sides don't agree with each other, both sides are ready to go to war with each other, all right, much like, shoot, even in the Civil War that happened in America, you know, and it's crazy how, you know, things happen the way they do, all right, because I looked up the Civil War, America's two presidents, all right, because basically, you know, put the spirit in me to do that is when that dude Trump got elected, all right, millions of people were saying he was not their president, all right, and then with this little clip that you guys just saw with him telling his supporters to stand back and stand by, all right, he's their president. All right, so what that means is the other side is going to have their president as well. And that's why, you know, through the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI, we're tying it with Ecclesiastes chapter 1 and 9 that I just read. Nothing is new under the sun. All right, because it says here, who was the president during the Civil War? Okay, it's a little, not to just look that up. I'm going to read it up. Who was the president during the Civil War? All right, if you were from the northern states, you answered Abraham Lincoln. All right, if you were born from the southern states, you may have answered Jefferson Davis. All right, that dude Jefferson Davis, he was their president. Okay, so that's just what it is, man. Around November 6, 1861, Jefferson Davis was elected president, not of the United States of America, but of the Confederate States of America. All right, so these race wars brewing up, man. I mean, not even race wars, Slovakia. This sedition, all right, for, you know, better term I could find, this sedition that's brewing up, all right, so ultimately that's what it's going to lead to. All right, it's going to be a lot of chaos that happens in America, you know, and I'm only speaking as a man, you know, that's just what I think is going to happen, you know, but so far that's really what it looks like, you know, that really looks like the direction that this country is heading for. All right, so we're going to go to the Apocrypha, and we're going to close out. All right, so we got the scripture, 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 14. And it reads, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and the destruction draweth nigh. Sword represents warfare, all right? And that's really worldwide too. You look at what's going on anywhere else in the world, it's talking about, nothing but war, man. Nothing but war. All right, and it reads, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hand. All right, and that's what's going on here in America. You got one people that's going to stand up to fight against another. All right, over whatever reason it be. You know, some people, it's gonna, that economy collapses. Some people, man, they're just gonna be on some gang shit. You know, straight modern day barbarian shit. Do nothing but spoil and loot their neighbors. All right. Others are gonna take up arms for whatever philosophy, whatever ideology they believe in. All right. So it reads, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. Verse 16, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. You see? Now, that word sedition, we're going to get into it right here. What does the word sedition mean? All right. So the word sedition is a conduct or speech inciting people to rebel against the authority of a state or a monarch. All right, and that's what's going on. All right, that is exactly what's going on. All right, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. And this is not only going on here in America. You got over there in Europe, you got something known as the Yellow Vest movement. All right, they're out there doing riots and all types of stuff all throughout Europe now. You know, for the ideologies that they believe in. You know, so it reads, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. All right, that's what's gonna happen. Civil wars, man. All right, you're gonna have them people that, you know, want to raise hell because Donald Trump got elected. Well, guess what? You got them gun-toting Edomites, man. They got something for them people, man. You know, and it's all gonna transpire to nothing but warfare. Okay, it's all part of the Order Ab Chaos plan that these elites have set in place. All right, so it reads, and they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. You see, that's how it is. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, because when that type of chaos breaks off, where you got you got two sides of people fighting, shooting each other. All right, yo, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be martial law. All right, and that's what these elites are brewing up. All right, like the scripture says, you know, as it is written, you know, I'm not too sure where it's at, but it says, we are not ignorant of Satan's. You know, I'm gonna just pull it up, man. You know, Salakia. You know, my memory fails me. Ignorant. All right. So we're going to go to the book of 2 Corinthians 2 and 11. So 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. And it reads, all right, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. And that's why these elites, the opposition, all right, they're not going to get advantage of us, because we're not ignorant to his devices. We're not going to get wrapped up in this politics. All right, we're not going to get wrapped up in in the left and the right and you know, who's really right. Like, no, who cares about that? All right, we follow YAHAWASHI. All right, we follow the guidelines, which is the scriptures that have been set in place, you know, which is the spirit, because Elder Apostle Ramlab, you know, he did a sit down today dealing with wisdom. All right, and that's what it is. We're not ignorant of his devices, all right, of the adversary's devices, all right, because we got this wisdom. All right, and as it reads in the book of Isaiah, chapter 33, verse 6, it reads, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time. All right? I'll say it again. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. All right? I'm not going to get wrapped up in this confusion, in this babal, okay, that is brewing up, man. We're not going to get wrapped up in that, man. All right? Because we got the true wisdom and we got the right answers right here. Through the Spirit and power of YAHAWASHI. All right? And the strength of salvation, the fear of YAHAWASHI is his treasure. All right? And that's our strength. All right? Because ultimately, you know, I did a lesson not too long ago, and through Spirit dealing with, you know, these two sides. All right? These people that are going to fight each other, all right, it's because they think that they could heal Babylon. All right? They think that they could heal, that their way is the right way to keep this wicked kingdom going, man. All right, but it's not so. This wicked kingdom is going to fall. All right, Babylon is not to be healed. And that's why, you know, bring this last part out, the fear of YAHAWASHI is his treasure. All right, because YAHAWASHI is against this place. YAHAWASHI is not with this kingdom, man. All right, he's not with this kingdom. He's getting ready to destroy this kingdom. All right, and he's gonna bring the real kingdom, which is the kingdom of heaven, New Jerusalem. That's our kingdom. That's our end all be all, not America, which is the daughter of Babylon, not this place, man. All right, where our forefathers served in slavery. All right, to this day we still keep getting oppressed, man. Okay. So let me think of if just another scripture I could bring out. You know, because you also got them dudes, they were the flavor, you know, they popped up today. You know, elders were doing sit-downs on them. Forgot their name, but they were wearing True Nation shirts, which I'm familiar with True Nation because I'm out here in the West Coast, you know. I'm familiar with them, but I believe, you know, the reason why, you know what I'm saying, I wouldn't, which actually, no, I'm just going to say it straight up. The reason why, you know, I never joined them, because they were close by to where I was living for a while, you know, but the reason why I never joined them was because they don't teach the doctrine right. All right, that's the reason why. You know, I don't think that they teach, you know, I believe they're an offshoot of IUIC. You know, if I remember correctly, you know, I might be wrong, I'm not too sure, but you know, they don't teach that the mark of the beast is the RFID chip. All right, they don't teach that. That's the reason why I never got with them or anything. You know, I'm just 3 years into this truth, man. I'm just trying to serve YAHAWASHI the right way. You know, but yeah, like them dudes out there, you know, they popped up today, you know, flavor of the week, because, you know, they talking about getting guns and protect the community from these centurions, man. You know, that's the spirit that they're pushing. And the reason why I'm bringing this out is because it all plays hand in hand, man. You got agent provocateurs out there, all right? You got agent provocateurs among the people you saw that I showed clips of, all right? Antifa, that's the CIA, you know? And then you got these white supremacist groups, ain't no different. CIA as well. You got the NAACP led by Grand Mason J, CIA. Hirelings, man. Nothing but hirelings. So of course, in this truth, you're gonna have, you know, as the scriptures say, false brethren that's crept in unawares, man. All right, I'm gonna bring that out in the book of Jude, chapter 1. Salakia. Hey. All right. So we're gonna bring out in the book of Jude, chapter 1, man. All right, and we're gonna go down to verse 4. It reads, "For there are certain men crept in unawares." All right, you got dudes that's crept into this truth, and their purpose is to lead people astray into destruction, man. All right, pushing that vibration that, oh, get guns and police your own neighborhoods. If the cops come, you know, raise up against them. Bro, what is he saying? What are you trying to get your congregation killed, man? you know. Us on the right side, we trying to survive. We trying to get, we trying to get delivered by YAHAWASHI. You out here telling your congregation to trust in that sword, to live by the sword. What did YAHAWASHI tell Peter when he picked up that sword, man? You know? Book of Jude chapter 1 and 4. For there are certain men crept in unawares, who were before of old ordained to this condemnation. All right, they're set up, man. All right, set up by YAHAWASHI, but on the left-hand side. All right, to lead people astray. Okay, much like these other camps. All right, leading people astray. You know, when I say these other camps, I'm not talking about, you know, anything that ain't just GMS. I'm talking about the people who are not teaching the 100% truth that the elders and apostles of Great Millstone and on down teach. You know, talking about these other camps that don't teach that the RFID chip is the mark of the beast. You know, these other camps that tell you it's okay to have sex on the Sabbath. You know, these other camps that tell you it's okay, or that tell you should go and pick up guns against Esau's police, man. These people. These people are what this scripture is talking about. All right. Ungodly men, turning the grace of our power into lasciviousness. All right, because at the end of the day, these people don't know what they're doing. All right. Some of these people, you look at them, you're like, bro, you don't really mean what you say. You're just trying to look good on camera. You know, you're trying to impress the honeys, man. And denying the only Lord, our power, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and the Lord Hamashiach Yahushai. All right. Verse 5. I will therefore put you in remembrance, though you once knew this, how that Yahweh Shem Yahushai, having saved the people out of the land of Egypt, after destroyed them that believe not. People like that don't really believe. Okay? I can't really put it into words, but when you hear and see people like that, they don't really believe. All right? Especially carnal people like that. They don't really believe, because if they believed, they wouldn't tell their congregation to go pick up guns against Esau. All right, and so lucky if the lesson is turning into, you know, something else, you know, but that's just an example of that. All right, these people don't believe. Okay, and this is an important part though, because, yo, it's an important part because this all ties together. All right, to the chaos that's gonna happen in America. All right, it's all gonna get tied up together, man. It's all gonna come together. All right, but us brothers in this truth, man, we're not gonna get wrapped up in that. All right, Yahweh Shem Yahushua is gonna protect us. All right, so we're gonna go to the book of I think it's the book of Job, chapter 5. I'm gonna close out with this, man. You know. The book of Job, chapter 5, verse 19. All right. So Akim out here, man. Yo, shit's getting real, but just keep having faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. Yeah, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. In famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. All right, that's what you see. All right, that's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna read it again. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. Yeah, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee, because that's the 7th one. All right, the 7th trouble is talking about the second death. It's talking about the missiles, man. You know. Because that's going to be the ultimate trouble that's going to fall upon this place. It's going to be the ultimate plague that falls upon Babylon. All right, so that second death. Verse 20. In famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. All right. So all these, I can't really pull it up. No, but all these dudes out here getting ready to go to war. All right, with each other here in Babylon. All these people getting ready to go to war here in Babylon. We're not gonna get caught up in that, man. All right, we're not gonna get caught up in that. It reads, "Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue." Okay, we're gonna be hidden out here. Okay, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. All right, we're not gonna be afraid because, as I was saying, Isaiah 33:6. All right, we're gonna have this wisdom. We're gonna understand why this destruction is coming. All right, verse 22. "At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh. Neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth." Okay? "For thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field, and the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee." And that's how powerful Yahawah Ba'ashim Yahawashai is. All right, the power of Israel, the living power. That's the power of Yahawah Ba'ashim Yahawashai. He controls everything around us. All right, so if the Lord is with us, who could be against us? All right? "And thou shalt know that thy tabernacle shall be in peace, and thou shalt visit thy habitation and shalt not sin." All right, but that's going into something else, but that's what it is, man. That's why we're not to be scared. We're not to get shooken up, by these things, man. When I say shooken up, I mean spiritually. Because your body, all hell break loose, man. Your body's going to react a certain way, but then your spirit's going to tap in. Your spirit's going to take over, all right? Spirit's going to take over. You'll know what to do on that day, okay? Through the spirit and power of Yahawah Ba'ashim Yahawashai, clinging on to this wisdom, man, which is His truth. All right, so, that's the lesson. Started off one way, kind of finished in another. I'm going to give all praises, say, call halal Yahawah Ba'ashim Yahawashai, Ba'ashim Rachakodash. Give me the spirit to do this lesson. Kind of lingered too much on them dudes that were teaching, just like these off camps, but it all ties in at the end, man. These people are the opposition, and these people are gonna share their part in the lake of fire. These people are gonna share their part in the plagues that's coming to America. Ain't no different than them right-wing, left-wing groups that's about to fight each other. All right, if you really look at it, because they ain't teaching 100% truth. They're teaching doctrines that's gonna get their congregations killed. The spirit of Yahawah Ba'ashim Yahawashai ain't with them, and guess what? They're not covered. All right, you're gonna have some that's, of the elect that's gonna, wake up out of their madness, but for the most part, they're not covered, man. It all ties in together at the end of the day. They're no different than the left wing and the right wing groups that's out there about to go to war with each other, man. All right, so with that, I'm gonna say shalom.